Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chelsea. If we're old friends, it's nice to see you again. I am so excited about today's video because I am going to share books that I plan on reading this year for personal development. So I have my books here. I'm going to share those with you. Oh, but before we get into it, I'm wearing my shirt from the last video. It looks so cute. Oh, and by the way, if you notice that I'm in a different location, I totally am. I'm here in Pasadena, California. I just finished a work trip, so I'll be heading out to the airport very soon, but I wanted to share these books with you before I go. All right, so let's get into it. So today I'll be sharing books that I'm reading in 4 different categories. So one is a book that was recommended to me. Then another is a book that I'll be rereading, a book that I read last year. Another category is a book that is by a friend or a family member. And the last category is a book that I found on my own. So let's start. Oh, before we get into the actual books, I want to share a book that I'm reading right now. It is Trevor Noah's autobiography, Born a Crime. I am really loving it. It's really a page turner. His story is just so compelling, very interesting to learn about apartheid in South Africa and what it was like during that time when he was growing up. It also just transports me to a whole different country and makes me feel like I'm in that experience. So it's really good. I'm about, I'd say, halfway through this book. So excited to finish this, and I'll let you guys know what I think, probably on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go over there, follow me at Pulp Culture, and I'll see you there. I was at a networking event late last year, I want to say October or November, and I met this lady who was really smart, and I was telling her that I'm, reading all these books and I'm trying to boost my creativity and really start doing some different things in the new year. So she was like, have you read this particular book? And apparently everybody has heard of this book, but I had not heard of this book. And so it is The Artist's Way, and it is by Julia Cameron. And she said it's really a great journey to go on if you're trying to figure out what your creativity style is, to kind of tap into your creativity a little bit more. And the funny thing is that my manager actually had a copy of the book, so I didn't even have to purchase it. She let me borrow this copy. So I'm really excited to get into it. It's kind of like a workbook style book. So this is something that you're not just gonna sit and read, you're actually going to do some work and do some reflection. So I'm really excited to get into this. I'll probably end up doing it probably in the spring, when I have kind of like a slow period at work. But I am really super excited about this book, and it's basically, helping you discover your creativity, which is something I really need to do. People kind of have this perspective that creativity is only for certain people who just have it. They have the thing. I really do believe that creativity can be something that's learned and adapted. And so I will get into this and let you guys know how it goes. The next book is a reread, one that I've read already, but it was so good that I plan on reading it again this year. And that is The Sugar Jar by Yasmine, Cheyenne. And this book is so good, especially if you are really kind of in a period in your life where you're trying to rediscover joy and set boundaries and appreciate the little things in life. Setting boundaries is really just something that that a lot of people struggle with, I struggle with. So it's really helpful because, you know, kind of not having those boundaries can really steal your joy after time. So I, think this is just like a great reminder. It says creating boundaries, embracing self-healing, and enjoying the sweet things in life. I mean, it's really good, and it's a quick read. It's really helpful. Lots of tips kind of like written in the middle, and I'm excited to really get back into this. And I'd say the new year is really a good time to start something like this, to kind of kick you off into a good positive path for the rest of the year. So if you've read this book, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Please do share, but I personally love this book. The next book on my reading list for this year for personal development is a book that is in the category of written by family or a friend. And this book is Kingdom Moments and Movements. This is a book by my uncle, Robert Glenn Johnson. This is his second book. I've read his first book last year, which was also really good. But this one, it's a short book, as you can see. I actually participated in a conversation, a virtual event with my uncle a few weeks ago. He kind of gave like a preview of what this would be like, but basically this book is about kind of mapping out those moments in your life and pulling them together, connecting the dots, and rediscovering your purpose through Christ. And so it's one that is going to be good for spiritual growth, but also if you're really kind of trying to discover your purpose in life and you're trying to, figure it all out, this should be a good book. I haven't read it just yet, but I'll probably get into this right after I read Trevor Noah's book. I finished that book. I'll get into this one. It is available on Amazon, I believe, or anywhere that you like to buy your books. So, shameless plug for my uncle, but he really is a good writer. He really has great insights, and so even though I haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. Okay, y'all, we have reached the final book that I'll be reading this year for personal development. And y'all, I have to say, I have never been that great with money. And sometimes people are ashamed to say that they're not great with money. And it's just not something that comes naturally. It's not really even something that's taught in depth in school or anything. I want to, kind of speak to those folks and those who struggle with this, that it's okay and you can get back onto the right path. So the book that I'll be reading is by Tiffany Aliche. It's called Made Whole: The Practical Guide to Reaching Your Financial Goals. So I think this one will be really good. It's something that I kind of researched and found on my own. And basically it says it's a masterclass in making your money work for you. And that's absolutely something that I want to do. I want to work with what I have and start to be a little bit smarter with my money. If there are any other books in this category where you're budgeting or trying to be better with money, leave a comment down below. I definitely will be happy to take any recommendations in this area. Or if you've read this book, let me know what you think about it. I'm excited to get into it. It's also kind of like a workbook style book. You can calculate different things, start to really make a financial plan for your life and finances. So I'm really excited about it. Yeah, we're gonna get into that this year. And it's all about growth at the end of the day. I want to say that life is just a process. It's a learning process. You might get it wrong sometimes, you might make a mistake over and over again, but You know, there's always an opportunity to get better, to improve, to develop as a person, to develop mentally, spiritually, and in all areas in your life. So I want to encourage you today to go out there, find those books that will help embrace the other people who have maybe been through things that you're going through right now and have advice about how to get through it or how to overcome certain things. That's what I really love to do. I'm not ashamed to reach out to other folks, to ask for help, to really kind of learn from other people who kind of might know better than me. So that's what I'm embracing this year in 2024. And I really hope by the end of the year, God willing, that I'll be in a place where I've learned and grown exponentially from where I started. So, those are my book recommendations. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. And catch, well, ugh. All right, folks, so don't forget to hit that like button, and I would love to have you as a part of the community. So if you want to join the Culture Club, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also hit that little notification bell so that you can see when I upload a new video every single Sunday. I cannot wait to see you there. And also, if you have any other book recommendations for personal development, go ahead and make a comment down below. I would love to see those recommendations and share them with the community. Alrighty, so until the next time, peace and love to you. Mwah.